Welcome back, my dust-covered drifters of doubt, my lamplit lurkers of lost highways, my faith-fractured finders of forgotten names. Hobo Yeti here, reporting from that cracked edge where headlights fade and questions echo longer than answers. Tonight isn't comedy, it's curiosity with calluses. There's talk out here, quiet, trembling talk, that some of the homeless are disappearing, not leaving town, not catching a bus, not choosing silence, but gone. A bedroll left behind, a backpack still zipped, a dog waiting by cold ashes. Nobody files a report because nobody's sure who to call. So what's really happening? Who's counting? Who's even allowed to ask? Could it be organ harvesting? That's always the first theory whispered in parking lots and under bridges. The math sounds cruel but tidy. Nobody claims them, so nobody checks. But how likely is it? Removing organs takes sterile rooms, surgeons, logistics, not alley shadows. Yet organ trafficking is real elsewhere. Why not here, just quieter, smaller, invisible by design? Who would investigate a missing man without ID or kin? What if the very impossibility of proof is the camouflage? Or is it sex trafficking? Labor rings? Fake ministries with locked doors and discipleship that never ends? We know those exist. Arrests in California proved it. Men forced to beg, women told salvation comes through servitude. Could that machine have deeper gears? Could someone vanish into it and never crawl back out? If the line between rescue and recruitment is a church van's paint job, how would anyone know when mercy becomes market? Maybe it's simpler. Maybe some people just don't wake up. Exposure, overdose, exhaustion. A city crew finds the body, bags it, files transient, unidentified, and moves on. Cremated within weeks. Case closed, budget balanced. Is that disappearance or just efficient forgetting? What happens to those ashes stacked in county basements, names missing, numbers fading? How many urns does it take before the silence starts to sound intentional? Could it be serial predators, one or more who see invisibility as cover? The perfect victim is the one nobody looks for. History's full of killers who hunted the ignored, the addicted, the poor, the street sleepers. Are we naive to think that ended? When tents are scattered and stories cut short, how would patterns even form? Without records, every tragedy looks isolated, and isolation hides design. Some say ICE or local enforcement is sweeping people up. Papers or not, brown or pale, doesn't matter. Rounded up, processed, transferred. But transferred where? Are databases that porous or that convenient? The phrase detention center already sounds halfway to disappearance. Could bureaucracy be the perfect accomplice? Too faceless to blame? Too lawful to doubt? When a person with no lawyer vanishes inside a system that doesn't confirm exits, does it still count as law? Then there's the thought nobody likes to voice. Maybe some just walk away. Maybe the weight breaks them and they disappear themselves. Find a relative, find a new town, find a grave no one else knows. Hope says some are rebuilding quietly somewhere. Cynicism says they're ghosts already. Truth probably splits the bill. But which story gets believed when proof is optional and empathy is expensive? Or could this be eradication by neglect, policy dressed as progress? Camps cleared at dawn, property disposed of, residents detained, released, or lost. No malice necessary, just momentum. Each sweep makes the numbers look better, the sidewalks cleaner, the questions fewer. Is that disappearance or civic hygiene? When data improves only because bodies vanish from the frame, what do the statistics really measure? Maybe it's economic triage, hospitals overwhelmed, shelters overrun, cops exhausted, budgets tight. When survival itself becomes paperwork, who has time to follow ghosts? The system doesn't need villains, it just needs indifference. Every unchecked box erases another life. We call it efficiency. Maybe that's the real conspiracy. Not murder, not theft, but apathy scaled to policy. And what about the rest of us, the witnesses still breathing? We trade rumors like weather reports. We say, he probably moved on, because it's easier than saying he's gone. We learn to stop asking after a few blank stares from officials. But if nobody's tracking, how will we ever know which story is true? How do you tell coincidence from pattern when there's no ledger, no archive, no memory strong enough to hold the count? So the questions pile up. Are we watching a hidden market, a silent purge, a bureaucratic vanishing act, or just the side effects of poverty in a country allergic to empathy? Why are the loudest voices on this issue the least credible and the quietest, the morgues, the hospitals, the agencies, the least transparent? Where are the journalists, the watchdogs, the numbers? How many people can disappear before disbelief itself becomes part of the crime? I don't have answers. Maybe nobody does. But the asking matters. Because if there's even a chance that something darker is feeding on the invisible, pretending it's not possible, makes it easier to continue. Maybe that's the real horror, that disappearance no longer shocks anyone. It's just another statistic that didn't make the news. I hope your road is a good one, and if you're homeless, I hope it doesn't suck for you. Peace.